you may have heard many people talk about this legendary weapon. This weapon of great renown, the handmaid's ladle. And you want it! It's a bit of a funny joke weapon, but how do you get it? Number one, I want to solidify that to get it. I'm pretty sure you can also get it from killing this young woman here. However, she's actually pretty tough. And if you want a little extra, you know, souls and stuff, I guess you could do this. Also, it's just nice to do the questline. And these old women could be nice for respecking later on in the game. But to actually get the ladle, you have to complete a quest. Now, of course, the ogres here are gonna be a lot tougher than the ones in your first playthrough. They're actually down there. Now you need at least one freaking branch of yore, as also shown in my how to get fine video. They're pretty important for side stuff, and even, you know, mandatory stuff as well. For example, you have to enter one of the areas that is mandatory by using a fragrant branch of yore. Now you'll be entered into this room with a load of basilisks, and there's actually an Estus shard at the bottom, or no, not the bottom, across. So what you have to do is that you have to knock down this tree branch. There's gonna be a prompt for it, as shown. And as said, watch out for the basilisks. They're really annoying little pricks, and they're absolutely worst enemies. DS1. However, this isn't a DS1 guide, this is a DS2 guide. And that may look a bit suspicious, that's just Victorian. Now, you want to whip out your greatsword here. For just loads of basilisks. It's a very small area, so they're gonna be annoying. And you get an Estus Flask shard down here as well. And it respawns on new game cycles too, which is very convenient. It's also the same thing for Sublime Bone Dust. But after you clear this bottom room, you can actually move on through the fall gate onto the beach. Or specifically just very close to the beach. From here you can move up and also knock down this tree. So that'll probably be your way out. However, there's an ogre. And one ogre turns to two. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Now down here is also this thing. Yep, two ogres. So what I recommend you doing is this. So you can obviously fight them head on. If you're a magic caster, you could just stand in there and spam them with spells and all. However, a very easy and cheesy way of doing it is by luring them over here and making them fall off. And like I said, if you're a magic build, you can kind of just pick them off. Let's say I'm gonna pick them off here with the only chime I could even use, which is the spellbind. I'm gonna pick them up. Now try not to lose their aggro too, because that can get very annoying. And you'd have to run back and, you know, try to get them again. Now the first time I actually fought these guys, I did fight them head on and did win. So this guy's kinda just, you know, running about. And then I'll show you what that tomb is for after I kill these guys with my wide array of sanguine souls. Made for the sole purpose of healing. And also you could fall down here. isn't the greatest experience in the world and you get knocked down here. But if you invest enough in aim, you should be able to just walk away. Since these enemies are also actually a bit fast, not that fast though, but try not to lose their aggro. That is the biggest thing here. You actually have to try to not lose the aggro and try to get them over here. Now if you have magic or miracles, you could also just shoot them from a distance, like here, while trying to lure them over here, because this is a really bad position for them to be. Now it's possible to lure them, but it's just very hard. So try to be a range, try to separate them, like here. Like there, massive damage. Combination of items, sorceries and miracles. And if you fall down like me, you can come back and fight them if you got the shortcut. I mean, that sucks, but, you can make them fall off with the right attack, and if you manage to keep their aggro, you can try to get them from a distance too. There's many things you can do with this. But all you have to do is try not to get knocked into the water or killed. And those are the most important things you must do. And of course there's gonna be this little dude over here. Slap him. And then start nailing these dudes from a distance. Now, any weapon is really good against them. I mean, I don't know what you'd expect from some naked guys. Really. Like, thrust weapons are especially good. Like, you see the damage I did there. 1,950. And a rapier plus 10 is really good against these dudes here. You got the build, got everything. Try not to die to them, or get yourself knocked or anything, and try to get them done really quickly. Now this can be quite hard, as so shown, and they do a lot of damage. But get it. You can keep on trying. Try to keep on thrusting and everything. Very weak to thrusting weapons. And the better thrusting weapons are definitely the rapiers. Rather than another thrusting weapon. Now greatswords are obviously effective too, but not super effective. I try to get these guys dead. If you can get behind them, try not to get sat on. It might not do a ton of damage, but it's definitely a bit annoying to deal with. Try not to stay too close from them, try to keep a tiny bit of range. And number 2, be careful about the infamous Dark Souls 2 hitboxes. You do not want to be caught up by them. You don't want to be caught up by the hitboxes or the large damage or any of that. Just be careful around these guys, because they're very capable of destroying you on any new game difficulty. They can stun lock pretty easily, which is why I recommend also picking up the stone ring, in which I'll also make a guide for. And like I said, really try not to die in any possible way. It makes me glad that FromSoft actually added this little wee bit in the water. And of course, yes, the mini pursuer, I forgot about him. He spawns on higher new game difficulties, I'm pretty sure. No. There's always a mini pursuer. He can catch you off guard. But for this, you only have to kill the ogres. Really? That's all you have to do to get the handmaid's ladle. But as you can tell, I'm not great at DS2. I'm just really trying to make guides for anyone else who hasn't beaten the game or maybe just wants a funny joke weapon. And I'll also go over the handmaid's ladle in this video, so it might be moderately long. And then apparently, also, oh yeah, the ogres, if I'm correct, if you don't kill one, then they won't respawn. I mean, if you kill one, then I'm pretty sure it won't respawn, clearly. Or a mini pursuer might take its place. Which isn't the greatest thing in the world to happen to you. But they do drop those, you know, goodies. And this tomb, I'm gonna cover this tomb. Now, if you go inside of it, it will change your character's gender. And therefore, males can eventually perform female actions, such and such. However, you're not too interested in that, and if you are, then go find another video. But after you finish watching this one, okay? After you finish watching this one. So after you run straight back, over here, down the hollow, and open the door. Talk to this woman here.
We have little.
And that's the handmaid's ladle acquired.
May they bring fortune to you.
Now, of course, the handmaid's ladle is a very interesting weapon, to say the least. It doesn't have much durability, and whenever it is broken, it does effectively 0 damage. Making it maybe good for pacifist runs, where you may want to, you know, push an enemy out of the way. And this is how it looks like. Exactly how you'd expect a bit of cooking equipment to, you know, look like. It has 10 durability, making it really, you know, not durable. It is a hammer type weapon that does strike damage. It upgrades with titanites, normal titanites. It deals 20 damage base. And it's like the lightest weapon in the whole game, if not one of the lightest. At 0.2, what is it measured in? Kilograms. So not very impressive for ladle. Now I will slap a singular guide to death just to prove my point on how trash this weapon is. And if you want to use it so bad, you can. Now, of course, it does actually, where is it? I think it scales. I can't see anything about it scaling at all. However, you can see on my character it has 55 AR, proving that it does probably scale. And as I promised, I will test it out on an enemy. So this unlucky boy over here, you can see not a lot of damage, and you could also see in 3 hits, the health bar of the weapon has gone down. Now, I really do not recommend using this. If you want to, you can. And if there's maybe anything else about it other than it's a haha funny weapon, I guess you could comment about it. And maybe subscribe to that, please. Just please. I beg you. But not like going down on my knees and praying beg you. By the way, I do hope you enjoyed this video. and I guess